Welcome back to my channel. Okay, I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. I am a little tired. Today was grocery day. How long I'll be on tonight? I am a little tired. Okay, that's good volume. Let's edit the video. I went grocery shopping. I walked up to the bank, and then I walked halfway back home, and then I went grocery shopping, and then of course I had to carry all the freaking groceries upstairs. And I'm just a little tired out. I'm not quite used to walking that much. I walk almost every day, but I don't walk that much. Ooh, my hip is screaming at me. But that's okay. It's starting to calm down. I took a couple of Tylenol and a muscle relaxant. So, yeah, if I'm a little out of it, that's why I took a muscle relaxant, by the way. Full disclosure. Alright, you. Bop. Those things tend to mess with me a little bit. I avoid them as much as I can, but not today. No, sorry, Bob. Alright, we gotta copy the address. Yes, I am feeling a little tired and a little wonky. A little tired and a little wonky. Hey, look at that. Well. Post that really fast before that picture changes. What's this? Oh, you're welcome, Mike. Okay. Did that post? It did. Alright, good. Okay, you're up, and you can now come over. Yeah. Okay. So we are pretty much at the end game. I mean, if I look at the map, miscellaneous map. I mean, I don't see many. I mean, right here is blank, but that's all grass. And that's, I mean, there's just not much blankness left. That's all one big place of mini irradiation. There is something down here that I haven't explored. So, we're gonna go do that. But first, I've got a grenade or two or three or four or whatever it is that I want to get rid of. Yes, I do. Oh, right. Yeah, I had that. I had it on me all the time. I already made a bunch of them. I'll show them to you in a bit. So you come to the toaster.
Got any more sweet, innocent little kitchen appliances for me?
And no, but about that superheated Saturnite Power Fist.
Bring me a Saturnite Power Fist, and I'll hook that shit up for you.
That's exactly what he said. Oh, you mean like this one?
Oh, baby. That is a thing of fucking beauty. Give it here. I'll soup it up for you. There you go. Have fun with that. Burn the fucking world for me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's just silly.
Yes! Flee before my terrible power!
So that was at about half health, or half whatever, and now it's at where is it? Full. So not only does he make it stronger, he actually repairs it all the way. So all of the ones that I have in here are now repaired. So that is worth 2,398. Wow. I saw. No grenades. Why was that showing me that I had a grenade? I don't have any grenades. What are you talking about, you silly game? No grenades here. Anyway, alright, so. Okay, it says 0. That's why. Alrighty then. I restocked my bullets a bit too. I only did one session. I should have probably done 2. But I didn't feel like it. Yeah, it's down in there. But there's something.
Time to fight.
Oh, for crying out loud. You little son of a... Bye-bye head. No.
That's all.
That's not good enough. No. That's not good enough. I don't care. Told you that wasn't good enough. You little peckerhead. I was busy looking at something else. He's sneaking up on me. Now. No, that's not a person. That's the light from the... So yeah, I'm not going to be able to see them from here, am I? Okay. I'm going to have to be aware of them, though. Oh. Yes, we are. Okay. Redex. That gives me half decent protection against radiation, but not great. And this is a fact. Jack. Yeah, this is the place that I haven't explored. Right. Yeah. And then we're going to have to go talk to the lads in the think tank. Yes, indeed. Ooh. Another mug for Muggy. Make him happy. Yeah, I know there's that thing down there. I'd rather look at everything else first. I'm pretty sure that's my goal. I'm pretty sure that's my goal. But I want to make sure that I look into every possibility. Okay. Now we go down. Okay. Hazmat suit. That gives me night vision. Poison resistance. I don't care about poison resistance. What the frig is that? Poison resistance. Please! Poison resistance. Are you kidding me? I don't think I've ever been poisoned in this game, other than by Cazadors. And those don't count.
Force fields can only be disrupted by a specific frequency. If anyone has found the frequency, last seen around X8, let the dome know at once.
There we are. Okay.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
No opinion on the matter. They're both brains in jars, basically. So, again, no opinion on the matter. But let's get home. Yeah, you little annoying was that? Concentrating on something and that idiot comes up and hits me. Okay, let's put... Ooh. Okay, no, just not yet. They're starting to get the one set there. Okay. How annoying is that? Alright, I gotta go down and talk to these guys. What are my stats? Barter, I don't think that matters anymore. Guns, lockpick, don't care about that. Repairs, okay. Science, okay. Sneak in. Speech is at 100, and science is at 100. And I think those are probably the two most important ones. I think we're well beyond barter, and they don't care about guns, nor do they care about lockpicks. Now this is light switch 2. And what does light switch 2 give us? Gives us charisma.
If I may, you've been seeing the other light switch, haven't you? Am I not enough for you anymore?
Oh, just turn on the lights.
You bet I can. I bet that's more than that other tramp can do, huh?
Yeah. Plus 2 charisma. Okay.
Out with the sink? Would you pay attention to me?
Okay. So, which puts our charisma to 10, which is not terrible. Our science is still up there, and so is of course our speech. So we're good to go. I do believe. Alright. I forget whether I keep this or not. So. Hi.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Oh, seriously? Yes, I have, you jackass.
What? You did?
Yes.
Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Why would... What in the... What... In what universe would I lie about that? In what universe would anybody lie about that? Here are the schematics. Oh, they're not really real. You know, I mean, you think... come on. Anyway, calm down. It's okay. So, genius, what now?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yes, what?
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Okay. Do you even know what these things do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes. So let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Science... Sneak... Okay. Lock... wow. Okay, let's go to science because, you know, why not? Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
I don't believe you said any such thing. And the suit's a cardiac regulator, and a sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator.
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Uh-huh. Yes?
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock. Yes, that could work.
Okay.
Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
Don't these items seem more biologically focused than that, though?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Now, I ask you, seriously, what are the chances that I'm going to be allowed to leave here without being accosted? Okay. What do I have? By Robo-Scorpions. Take that, and that one's almost fully repaired. Okay. Since I'm taking now, I don't need the ghost. The ghost is for long distance. I could take the cyber gun. I don't have a Gatling gun, do I? No, okay. I'm actually a little surprised by that. I am. No, I'd rather have what I have, I think. Let's see, this is 68 and 174. This is 90 and 99, so it doesn't fire as fast, but it's probably more powerful. Really? Huh, that's a surprise. $174. 99. Yes, see, this fires so much faster. Yeah, alright, we're going to keep that. Anything else to look at? I have no idea what I can use to repair that. But I need it repaired just a touch. But I'll look at that later. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to take with me for weapons. So I need weapon repair kits, I think. Just a second. Weapons and you and aid and up. Weapon repair kit 1. Not quite. Didn't think so. Analyzes jury rig Tesla cannon. Okay, and where did I leave my repair kits? In here? Possible. Nope. Did I leave them in the safe? I must have. Okay. Okay, fully repaired. And everything else should be pretty much fully repaired. Are you fully repaired? Okay, so that takes the 357. That takes EC pack and that takes MF cells. Well. No, be over here. Okay. Since I'm taking those, I don't really need a lot of those. Okay. And let's take the rest of those. Okay, so we need which one is it that takes the microfusion cells? It's the layer, right? Yes. So probably no. Let's make sure we have enough. And there it is, the electron charge pack. Let's take them all. Okay. Okay, and oh, okay, we'll put that on 6 instead of the other thing. I shouldn't need that, and we're going to put that on what? What's 8? 8 is my, oh, what's 3? Nothing. It is now. What's 4? 4 is the Ferguson. So 6 and 3, alright. Whoa.
A most rapturous good morrow on your return to your domicile, sir. I trust you shall find things in order and the riff-raff contained.
Yeah. Well, that's big. That's huge. And what do I want that at? I guess we replace the Ferguson? No, let's replace Chance's knife. Okay. Now, as I was saying, what are the chances? Okay, no. I'm gonna go to sleep. I want to be able to see. I'm not traveling around in the freaking dark. Okay. 8:40 p.m. Silly man. No, 11 should be fine. 7:40. It'll be plenty light enough. Oh my. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, I want to go. I want to look. Where are we? Where? Yeah.
Are you out there, my little teddy bear in the bottom right? Darling, this is you, and the pitter-patter of your penis feeds so much.
I wonder. Where is it? Indeed. Okay.
Ready, steady, fighty.
There's one. Oh, I missed. Okay, where's the other one?
Bad guys dealt with.
Not quite. Okay. So they both disappeared into the ground. Isn't that interesting? I can just walk right down the roof. Man, I'm amazing. Oh, hello. Duct tape. Cool. Okay. Yeah, those are the lobotomites. Alright. I see no reason whatsoever for me to tramp through all this place. But I'm not going directly there. Yeah, Mysterious Cave. That would be a good place to drop in. You know and I know that this is not going to be unguarded.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there's one.
That's all.
Yeah. I'll believe that when I freaking well see it. Oh, excuse me, please. Oh, for crying out loud. Seriously? no. I want to look at two things. First, I'm going to put you in my hands. And I also want to look and see... What was it I wanted to look and see? I wanted to look and see something. Giant Robo-Scorpion. I assume it's going to be in there. What was it I was looking for? I'm thinking I'm going to put this on and this on and this on instead of the helmet for a little while, because I want all the luck I can get. There's something I wanted to do. What was it? I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need any of that. What was it I wanted to do? Come on, somebody, go back and read my mind. No, it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. It's dark.
Looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots! An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Where's my, what's this?
An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Barely making a dent. Let's see. Test log. The Saturnite armor plating on the giant Robo-Scorpion has exceeded expectations. I guess. Holy jeez, I hit that with a cannon. It made a dent, but not a big one. Well, it's virtually impervious to small arms fire. The sonic emitter that Parsons brought in managed to fry several of the prototype subsystems. We'll have to look into improving EMP shielding for the next prototype. Oh, okay. On a more positive note, the prototype's new atomic laser is performing admirably. Some residual radiation is left behind after the weapon discharges. It may be necessary to requisition more radiation suits and meds as a precaution. Okay, so there's going to be a big radiation thing if I destroy it. Target drone effectiveness. The constant improvements to the giant Robo-Scorpion has rendered the Tectron models we've been using as hostile communist forces largely ineffective. At this stage, they're little more than distractions. I can live with distractions.
It looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute! They're engaging the X-42 giant Robo-Scorpion. Let's see. An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
You're right. One is.
Bad guys
You'll
dealt
never
with.
disable me from the monitors around the room. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of...
Backup generator log. The new atomic laser is putting an incredible strain on the giant Robo-Scorpion's generator. Damn thing shut down right in the middle of weapons testing last week. I pushed for reducing the laser's output by 25%. Instead, they slapped a backup generator onto the Scorpion. Dangerous. If you ask me, the systems weren't designed to handle the power from two systems at once. And if some rookie tech fires up the backup generator too early, well, let's do that. Yes.
You'll never disable me from the monitors around...
Okay. We're
You'll
doing
never
some
disable
damage.
me. looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots! X-42, attack! You'll never disable me from the monitors around the room!
Fighting over.
Nice! Oh, level up. Nice. There. That's that one done. Continue. Alright. Anything... no. Run gun, no. Home on the range, Iron Handshake. Living Anatomy. Interesting. Pack rat. That's a good possibility. Stonewall. Your energy weapons perform 10% better. Ooh, interesting. Adamantium skeleton. Ooh, that's the other possibility. And chemist is a good possibility too. But adamantium skeleton. I mean, I'm already pretty strong, but this would really do it up nicely. I think. Oh, pack rat. No. No, that can wait. I'd rather get tougher. I don't think there's anything else other than chemist that I would be tempted by. Right now, anyway. I'm level 37, so there shouldn't be... Okay. Yeah, adamantium skeleton, right? That makes me pretty much super tough. Okay. Well, that worked. You guys aren't even registering on my, oh. Jeez, another one. Take it all. Sorry about that, guys. One of you survived. Could have been worse.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, so that's... Okay. I'll loot off camera. Yes, I will. just looking for lore, like I said. I am actually going to try to stick to the I'll loot off camera thing, because there's a fair amount of loot here, but it's all in bits and pieces. There's another camera. Turret control. Really? Okay. Let's turn them off if they're on. New target. Oh. Well, that's already dead, so who cares? Okay. Okay. Back down we go, I guess. Yeah. As I said, look, there's all kinds of little stuff in there to loot. But it all adds up. Yes, it does. Okay, yeah, that's where we are probably gonna go next. More. What's this? Oh, I didn't even look to see what it was. I didn't look at the title of the computer, but. Got a fairly long way to go yet to get to level 38. Emergency set down procedure log. Per instructions from the higher ups after that one time. Why is one in surrounded by 2 asterisks? It's like surrounded with quotation marks. Same thing, I think. The giant robo-scorpions attack a routine malfunction. We've installed an emergency shutdown procedure. Let's hope we never have to use it. The prototype systems will all be fried, and we won't be up and running again for weeks. The military is expecting delivery of a battle-ready model within 6 months, and the project has already had enough delays. Okay. No need to worry about shutting it down. Yeah, I know. It's just okay. Yeah, no. Any more lore? Oh, I will loot the lair and the yeah, you know. And this just leads back down to the floor. And so, good enough. I do believe we've opened that place up pretty nicely. Now, I have no intention, of, yes. I have no intention. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have no intention of just killing this guy outright, because I don't like, nor do I trust, especially Klein. So let's see. I mean, if this guy attacks me right away, so be it. But I don't think he will. I can't read that. Just a moment, please. Come here. Efren. Hello, Efren. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Notice I am unarmed, sort of. Speaking of armed, just in case this goes sideways, let's get this out. Okay. Oh, just a moment, please. Hey Dan, how are you? What happened to your hair? I shaved it. Oh, I got my downstairs neighbor's son actually shaved it for me. Okay.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
Okay. Plenty of space right here. I see space all over the floor for calculations. I suppose those are probably calculations there, aren't they? But there's none. Okay, you.
Huh? Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright.
Okay.
A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Dude, I know you're probably old and halfway senile, but get someone to clean your monitors, man. Especially the ones you're looking out of. I mean, if I had, like, that looks like you got hair coming down across your eyes. I don't know how anyone can stand that. Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you.
Yeah,
Should look at
still
getting
no
the
reason to
visual
completely
nerves
let your
reattached.
go.
It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
I actually understand what he means about flying tortoises, because I have a hole in my vision now in my left eye because I have a burst blood vessel. And so if a fly is flying, you can see my hand on camera, yeah? Yeah. If a fly is coming toward me this way, where's my hand? There it is. So if it's coming towards me, when it gets to about this area, it hits the blind spot in my eye. So it separates into two, so it looks like 3 times bigger than it is, because my mind fills in the middle with what it should be its body. So it looks like it's huge coming out my head. So I understand exactly what he's talking about with the ghost vision. Yeah. Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty.
Yeah.
I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel.
So you're the one
I forget
at
them
your
all
house. Yeah, I
not
figured
long
as much.
after, though. Especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
Okay. You're next. What? You aren't exactly what I was expecting, dude.
That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
See, I like you already. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily. Anomaly?
Yeah.
You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way.
Quiet.
You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were.
Pardon
If
me?
you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Exactly. I want my brain back. Okay, well, yeah, why, out of curiosity, why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do.
Okay.
Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well.
I was curious about some things, too.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Probably. I can fix your monitor, dude. I mean, yeah, I'm a repair genius. I mean, I can fix anything. So...
The ghosts aren't real?
No.
That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities.
Another one with
Please
impossible
be my
instead of
guest.
impossible.
The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
Oh, it was better initially. Yeah, tell me about your robot scorpions, dude. Why?
Well, every scientist needs an army.
Yeah,
Mine came to me
they
after
don't.
these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How
Okay.
scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Was it
Okay.
mustard?
Oh, jeez.
Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
What should you do? I was curious.
I
about some
find things curious as well. Go on.
You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast the threats? Yes.
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Yeah, that's exactly what you did, isn't it? You're trying to trap them here to make them stay here, because you're afraid of what they'll do if they get into the Mojave. Aren't you?
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Okay. Everything you told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it?
Not
It's
terrible.
my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me.
I believe it did.
I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
So he programmed them. Ah, you did. Okay. I am now starting to understand their slight conundrum, and I understand you better. And by the way, keeping them locked up here, probably a wise move, but I don't know if I want them alive. Science, you reprogram. Yeah, there you are.
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh.
Yes.
But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming.
Oh.
It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Why did I get my... because it's just too much of a bother. It's just so curly when it gets longer. It's just a pain. So I much prefer to just shave it. That's all. Just a personal choice. Yeah, exactly. A recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information. So...
the radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it.
Yeah.
I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan 9s in case the 7s fail.
Line, Mobius, O's a circle, 8's an infinity symbol. They're all loops. I get it.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended.
No.
Dr. O,
Dr.
which is
Zero.
actually not his real name multiplied,
Yes.
since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here.
Okay.
I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain.
Not anymore,
It
dude.
was a merciful lobotomy, really,
Yes,
thinking
I think
back.
it probably was.
They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too
I
far.
still do.
And the world isn't
They
ready
took
for
my
that
brain out
kind
of my head.
Too far thing taking.
Without asking
That's
my permission.
Professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quiet professional.
Minor detail, but a snake devouring its own tail is Ouroboros, not Ouroboros. I don't see the difference. It's just a difference in spelling. They're the same thing. It's just one is American spelling and one is British spelling. What? Fine.
Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do.
Okay. Yeah, so why... You kept them to keep them busy, but couldn't you have done it so that yeah, you were treading a pretty fine line there, weren't you?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason.
He went back to
That
raisin.
side didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria finally able to see its host.
Good analogy. Yes, bacteria. Okay. The rest of the larger world. Really, why am I different? Yeah, that's a good question.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers.
Why?
You were irrefutable proof that there
How?
was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco,
But how was
which
I
forced
proof
me
and
to
the other
take
three
steps.
weren't? And all
See,
the other people.
Your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
Okay. It's a cranial injury from an attack outside Good Springs. Yeah. Yeah, the only wrinkle is, yeah, let's go with guns this time, is the one that the bullet made going into my brain pan.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats in just you instead of the other way around.
Let's not say we did.
Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess.
Okay.
With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah, okay.
And once they're off the reservation...
Yeah, they gotta go. Yeah, so let's keep them on. That's what we already discussed that. Do you know anything about the other visitors? Klein said they had the idea to get the three technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology,
Fair enough.
herbal tea,
Nah.
and luck. So watch it, potty mouth.
Alright, sorry about
My
that, dude,
threat
but still.
broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with
Okay.
the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It
Yes.
prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all
No
those
problem.
technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
Okay. Yeah, was there any other data transmitted in here?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program.
Okay.
Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude.
You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
Certainly not. I will. No problems. Yeah, what is the purpose of the
The
technology?
X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator.
Yes.
And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer.
Seriously?
In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I
Yes.
think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
No, that's my job, dude. Alright. Yeah, they got the schematics. They can rebuild everything.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate.
Again, sorry about that,
Oh
dude.
well, at least I tried.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a permanent solution, so don't worry about it.
Yes, this is getting interesting. You are just filled with these little slices of curiosity, aren't you?
I guess I am. Okay. I'm
Well,
not fighting
it's
them.
simple.
I already did this and this and this.
There have been other visits. You see? Yes, very good. I should have mentats it. In any event, you showed up at the bullets in the... But that gate... If they... And what... Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all.
Uh-huh.
If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you.
Cool.
Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Neither do I. Okay. Do you know anything about that?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one.
Yeah.
Played a little rough with the trains.
I've already
But
heard.
the last one was the most dangerous. Him slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
You think? What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force.
Really?
The other asked a different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank, to Klein, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it. Oh, that had happened.
Uh-huh.
They shared things with him that they shouldn't.
Klein,
He
they
now
all said that.
carries those
Klein and
ideas,
Dalla both.
That knowledge
And Boris,
elsewhere.
I think, mentioned it. Okay.
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
Ha 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 ha.
Yes?
You're funny.
Well, it's... Well... There You see... But that gave the... If they... And one...
Yes, alright. So do I have to do this again?
Oh, if... What? If You... Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely.
True.
Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentets.
I need my brain back, dude.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does
It's
it even
my
want
brain.
to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions.
It's my brain.
Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okay.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Okay.
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Have them all removed.
I gotta stop. That was funny. Brain tank. Brain.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive...
Actually, yeah, I was just doing that. Why does my brain sound so masculine?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone.
I suppose
It's not
so.
as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
Fair enough. So, you're my brain.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
And you're sarcastic, motherfucker, too. Okay. Yes. There's no need to be sarcastic. It is non-event.
Well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Couple times. Yes, because running through bizarre science is probably... There you are.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you.
No,
Fine.
I get it
Perhaps
from
now
you.
isn't the best
You're my
time,
brain.
But it's the principle of the thing.
Yes, alright. Yeah, so, what's it? Let's go.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient
Yes, you are.
vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow
Go
grave?
for revenge at all.
Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
In fact, I pretty much ignored it except for what I had to do when I was in certain spots, like when I was invited to go see Yeah, you're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from?
You.
Glands. They come
And
from
you.
glands.
You control the glands.
Ape-like and primitive endocrine system. I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of those glands, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame. That's what I said.
Look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Fine. Admit it.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I thought you'd be happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing.
Why not?
Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety.
Boredom.
Well,
Sleepiness.
barring the odd
Tiredness.
scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological
we could do without
function.
those two things.
Do you
Poison
know
doesn't
how much
bother
more
me
you can
much.
get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a
Doesn't
lot, I can
happen
tell
much. Okay. I suppose it would be. But I don't constantly... No human constantly looks... Come on. Jeez. I can see you. What can I do to make a fair compromise? Well, what about the good things? What about the cold breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, love? Too bad I've got arms. You don't. You're coming with me. No. What can? Yeah, okay. I'll. Let's chat.
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules.
Okay, fair enough.
First, showers.
No problems.
Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor.
Okay.
That Julie Farkas woman, for example, she seems to know a thing or two.
What about the
Third,
the real
you need
doctor?
to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Fair enough.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you. Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we?
We have.
Jason Bright and his followers launching into the vast unknown.
The launch,
Helios 1 coming back online. But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here.
I don't believe it. Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it does.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we had to just, yeah, exactly. We're not complete separated, dude. We really aren't. It takes the both of us. You're my brain. Come on.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
There you are. So what do you say? Join me some more wild adventures, brain?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision.
It certainly is.
Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
What, they promised to put us back? Yeah, right. Then let's go make them share. Come on, brain. It's stomping time. Let me think about this.
Ha! Thinking without a brain. The very idea is perverse.
Okay. Yeah, how did he get a hold of you?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Yeah, but how? How?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank.
Okay.
I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Okay. Well, that's honest.
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Good, yes. Okay, I guess I gotta say this, even though it's just. Oh no, I can say this. Yeah, let's go stomp.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
We've reached the mindless
we have.
portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
I'm going to give them a demonstration of the physics behind small, fast-moving chunks of lead, my friend.
Now that you mention it, I do miss that lovely rat-a-tat-boom a bit. It's just not the same without a body to feel the recoil.
There you are.
What's the next step, then?
We'll make them.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar.
Nice.
I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. but now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem.
Okay, yeah.
Right then, off we go.
I'll think
Klein
about
will
that.
be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Yes, he will. Alright. Nice. Alright, let's quick save this, because I need to talk to him again, and I don't want to have to kill him. No, I don't. Where are you? There you are. Hey, up.
Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise.
We did.
How pleasant. I hypothesize after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
Yeah, I know my brain, dude. My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working.
Yeah, it's not working now.
I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan?
Yeah.
Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Any tactics? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna let them live.
That will be difficult. It would be like fighting 5 scaled-down versions of me that have better depth perception. And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray that can make your atoms do a happy dance.
Okay.
If you could survive those highly improbable odds and ends, then deceasing them is definitely an option.
Okay.
Although I doubt killing them would do anything except make you feel better. Or let you brag to other humans about your primal violentness.
Okay. Fine. You think I shouldn't use I still think that they need to go.
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really,
You're
when
funny,
they were
dude.
humans, they weren't very good humans.
No, they weren't. Okay. Any suggestions for how to make them change their
Well,
minds?
there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery, love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me. For a time.
For a time, yes.
Then you came along, and bravery and or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
How can I scare them?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Very much so.
You could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting.
I'm not going to kill you. You're the only halfway frickin' sane one around here, even though you're in the midst of,
The more over the top, the better. That's
Okay.
my experience.
Okay.
They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though. Or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all. Not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
No, you're definitely not that. Can I have a mentat, dude?
Why, of course you can. I am well versed in the science of sharing. Well, when not chemmed out of my sphere.
Okay. Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed. The, goodbye.
I already said that. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think that. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, he really wants me to let them live, doesn't he? He really does. And I mean, you know, maybe they can get... Oh, but... That's nice and everything, but there is a small problem. If I let them live... Where's the source? If I let them live, I can control them as long as I'm alive. There's no doubt in my mind about that. That's not the problem. What happens after I die? Seriously. What happens then? This is my problem. Oh, world map. And I do believe this is the only chance I'm going to have to actually kill them. So I don't know. Oh. I have said, and I was serious when I said it, that casual killing or casual murder or casual slaughter.
If you know what the word proletariat means, do you know what that makes you? Well-read and erudite.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Okay. Well, if I'm going to kill them, I should have a plan before I go in. And I think my plan is to use you. Okay. Think tank. Dr. Clients, make sure you... Yeah. Hi.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite.
No.
Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
No. You may have noticed the pacification in his field is down. That probably leads directly to fighting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I found my brain. You and I are going to have a little chat.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
If I could just kill you and Boris, I'd be willing to do it. It's the other three. Oh, Boris is just a nut. Oh. But what happens after I die? If I let them live, and I somehow convince them to serve me, or to serve Mobius, as the case may be, once I die, what happens? Mobius is going downhill. And he's going downhill a lot faster than these guys. So I can't plan on him staying around long enough to keep them in check until their brains melt or whatever is going to happen in the biogel eventually. I can't. Is there any way I could make them stay here and guarantee it would happen? I can't. What success can I have with it? Oh, this is painful. I don't like casual murder, and there are 3 people there that really don't deserve what the other 2 do. They didn't... They were party to it. They knew it was going on. But they weren't they didn't completely... Ah!
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender.
That's not
going
to
happen.
happen.
We can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you just... Yeah, I'm sorry. But I won't be able to just execute him. I'm going to have to kill them all. Ooh. Yes. You think I... No, from my cut. So that would tell them that I killed him. Which means that unless they knew I was dead, like if I made sure to die in the Mojave and not die here, they would never know. And they would stay in their loop. They'd know about the outside, but they wouldn't leave because they were promised. They promised me. Yeah.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible.
Nothing is impossible for science. Mesons, lasers, atoms, brainwaves, all are at my command.
You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here, stay put, and I'll let you live. I think you're past due. You may have noticed. No, yeah.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I will permit you to do this for me. I think you're past due. I will permit you to do this for me.
Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Obviously. Okay. That solution works as long as Mobius doesn't broadcast his crap.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century.
That would be Icy.
The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others.
Okay.
Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken.
Uh-huh.
Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations, discovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Okay,
Dr.
good.
Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone.
Okay, you can sort of see
As
that.
much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success.
You think?
These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event.
There you are.
After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other.
Yeah.
Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner.
Cool.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
Good.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden.
No, dude.
So that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours.
Seriously?
The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The
Oh,
bookship
no, that vault is
continued to
done.
devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip.
Ha!
It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt.
Oh, yes, of course, because you were that
Whatever the
important.
reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
Okay.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
Yeah, I wonder which
The
one
sink
that was.
continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the big empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
Not a good idea.
Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose.
Which was?
It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
Ooh,
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Okay.
And old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910.
Cool.
If you didn't hear about it, good.
Well, it's a little after my time,
By
dude.
the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
There you are.
Auto
That'll learn ya.
Always gentle and methodical.
kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear.
Oh, thank you,
The
Autodoc.
Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
Oh, I think I removed most of them anyway.
The X8 facility multiple times.
Yeah.
The computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was.
Couldn't care less.
Or even what a high school was.
Well.
This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded.
Really?
So it let its cyber dogs out into the
How had
wastes to help protect small
experiment
communities from
succeeded?
physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
Oh, good for that.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more.
Uh-huh.
It felt warm, fulfilled.
It's
and
a
bit
building,
sluggish.
dude.
It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand.
Oh,
So the
mine.
infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology.
Really?
It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Oh, okay. Feel Roxy sat in her guard post. Oh, yeah. That doesn't tell her I'm in heat programming. She prevented her stay routine and she loped into the Mojave. Oh, yes. There she ran across Rex and Kingsley impersonated. His brain was failing. The two of them constructed a litter of cyber pups, a smaller army of Boston Terriers that gnawed and devoured
The
anything.
courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be.
I don't know if I'm going to put
After
my
all,
spine and heart back
brains
in or
can
not.
develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Yes,
Dr.
apparently.
Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside.
Uh-huh.
They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word.
Yeah.
The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
Oh, that's a good way to
There is an
decide who gets to
expression in
shape
the
the outside.
wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
Uh-huh.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
Uh-huh.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Did it?
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills,
No.
all misfortunes.
Yeah, well, it
With the
could be easy
courier
to
at
do
the
that,
helm,
but that would be
science
completely
became a
wrong.
beacon for the future.
Nice.
There was old world blues, and new world hope, and hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We
Okay.
could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Oh, no. There's more than one road. Big brain perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled. Nice. But you're only 10% more resistant to addiction now. That's okay. Surprisingly, your damage threshold improved by 10%, minimum of 1. Nice. You acquired the blue Big Mountain Transportal Ponder. It's capable of transporting you, and you alone, between the Mojave Wasteland and Big MT. To return to the Mojave or go back to the Big MT from the Mojave, simply equip the Transportal Ponder as you would any weapon and pull the trigger, and away you'll go. Note, it won't work in interiors or in combat situations. It is totally incapable of harming your enemies. Okay. Oh, thank you. My spine is still there, and so is my heart, but my brain is indeed in my head.
Let's see. 4, 5, 8, 1, 5, 1. Yes, that's it. I've calculated pi to the very end.
No, you haven't. Well, well, well. That was fun. Still going to be lobotomites and stuff out here to kill, aren't there? Yeah, there you are. How annoying. Alright, so that's it. Now let's make sure this Transportal Ponder works. Oh, it's the... kidding me. Scorpions. Okay, so that works. Where is it? Let's make sure it works the reverse way. And it does. And it puts me on the balcony. And that force field is gone, which means view is much better. Yes, it does. Alright. Well, everyone. No, that's not going to work. It's too close behind me. There we are. That's better. Alright. Well, thanks for joining me, everyone. I'm going to loot and stuff offline and get myself back to the Mojave. Now you've seen how it works, so you don't need to see it again. So when you join me next, I'm going to be back in the Mojave, but I have, annoyingly, now I have no choice. They had to go and say that, didn't they? They had to go and tell me that he was going to try and... Yes, I gotta do that now. He's going to try to destroy the Mojave. We can't have that. I live there. Anyway, everyone, again, thank you very much for joining me. Have a nice day, night, evening, as the case may be. Afternoon even. And we'll definitely talk to you next time. I am going to bed very soon. Everybody, have a nice night and Talk to you later. Bye now. Oh my.